3, Speedup formula and Amdahl's law. This part is the main part of this, class. Part C. So we will get the most important formula for, this module. We can say, All right, so let's look at so we already have the analysis. So I put it here so we can still use the notations we used in the previous video. Now, so we are ready to derive the formula. First, let's look at the T new part. Let's try to represent the T new part. So we use T1, T2. T1 is the execution time for the enhanced part. T2 is the execution time for the non-enhanced part. Right, so very natural. But we need to put a little more details in these two expressions, T1, T2. For T2, so we know, because the T2 part is relatively easier to represent. Before enhancement, after enhancement, no difference, no change. Okay, so no change before and after enhancement. That's why we call it non-enhanced part, right? So we can calculate its value using the before case, before enhancement case. All right. We know its fraction is this much. Before enhancement, the total execution time is T old, right? So then this number times T old, that's the T2 part. So we have this expression. Relatively easy. Okay? Then T1 part. T1 part, we want to use this formula. Because first, we have Speedup En, this number given. We assume we have this number. Then, definition. Because this number, what is the definition? Speedup based on the Speedup definition. All right? Before enhancement, execution time before enhancement, this part times En fraction times T old. So that is En times T old. Okay? T1 after enhancement. Because T1, T2 new, T1, T2 new after enhancement. After enhancement, T1. So that's why T old over T new with respect to the enhanced part. Okay? T old over T new with respect to the enhanced part. That's the definition. All right. So here you can see we have both T1, T2 expressions. So we can put in, plug in. So we do the calculation. All right. From this formula, we can derive T1 expression. T1, multiply, divide. So we get T1 equals Fen times T old over Speedup En. Okay, so we get a T1 expression, T1, T2 expression, then we get T new expression. Now we are ready to derive the final formula using this definition. Speedup overall equals T old over T new. T old we keep, right? T old we keep. TO we keep. Yeah, so here, let me use the space here. Okay, TO we keep. All right, T1 we use FEN times T old over speed up. Let me just write SPEN. Okay, a little shorter. Yeah, plus T2 part 1 minus FEN times T old. Right? You plug in. Yeah. Now, T old can be canceled out because the common factor of the denominator and the numerator. After cancellation, 1 left in the numerator. Then the denominator FEN given, SPEN given, 1 minus FEN known. So you can see all the numbers are known in this formula. So this can be calculated. Yeah. So let me just put a clean formula there. Yeah. So let me erase and put a clean formula there. So you will see the final formula in this way. So this is our final speed up formula. And this is the most important formula of this part. Okay, yeah. Later, we will practice this formula a lot. We will have many questions. Practice this formula. Yeah. All right, so next, we want to make conclusion from the speed up formula. Yeah. All right. So let us look at this formula. We need 2 numbers to determine the overall speed up. Yeah. All right. There is a simple observation. The observation very simple, but it is very powerful. Here I want to talk about that. Yeah. All right. So let us look at the upper bound for the speed up. Yeah. If you look at this formula, FEN you can change, right? You can change FEN, yeah. And also the local speed up can also change, right? These 2 values can change. Yeah. Here, we want to look at its upper bound. Yeah. All right. So we want to look at when local speed up changes, how does the fraction change? We want to see that. How does the fraction change when local speed up changes? Okay, here we don't know. We only know the local speed up. Yeah, let me just write simple. SP greater than 1, less than positive infinity, right? Because upper bound we don't know. Okay, could be any number. Although realistically, it won't be close to infinity, right? Yeah. All right. Even we do not know this local speed up, you can see this whole fraction is positive, right? It's greater than 0. Yeah. So look at that. At the denominator, this term is a positive term. We do not know how large it is. We only know it is positive. All right. Think about if we drop this positive term, we drop it, remove it from the denominator. Do we increase the value of the fraction or decrease the value of the fraction? It is very easy to see. We increase the value of fraction, right? When we make the denominator smaller, the whole fraction value will be greater. So based on that analysis, so we can get this inequality. Speed up overall is less than, that means we have this upper bound, less than this new fraction, 1 over 1 minus FEN. This upper bound, in this upper bound, you do not see local speed up. That means no matter how large is the local speed up, we have this upper bound. Okay? And this upper bound is only determined by FEN. That is our conclusion. So this conclusion can be summarized as a very important law. It is called Amdahl's law. It is very important in computer system design. Here, let me put it there, Amdahl's law. The performance improvement to be gained. Yeah, so this part reflect that part, to be gained from using some faster mode of execution is limited by the fraction of the time the faster mode can be used. Yeah, that's this part. Okay, yeah. So here you can see Amdahl's law does not give the precise formula like this, but it just described the relationship in a vague way, yeah, pretty vague way, not precise way. So this is the precise way. Okay, so this is the precise way. Yeah. Amdahl's law just said, determined by that. How to determine that? This is the formula to determine it. Yeah. All right. Now, you can see Amdahl's law is so simple. Nothing special, right? Very natural from this formula. But its impact in computer system design is huge. Its impact. Yeah. So let me describe why the impact is huge. Because before Amdahl's law was discovered, people, when they designed a computer system, they didn't spend their resources in the right way. Okay. So it is very common they put their lot of resource in some part, corresponds to small number of FEN, small. Okay? Small fraction number, that's the infrequent, right? Yeah, we talk about infrequent case. Infrequent case. Yeah. So people put their resource in infrequent case before Amdahl's law was discovered. It's very common. It's very common. So then they realized no matter how much resource they put there is an upper bound. They can never across the upper bound. They can never improve their performance past certain upper bound. So it's very strange. No matter how hard they work, you can never break the upper bound. But nobody knows what's the reason. Yeah. Then later, after Amdahl's law was discovered, and especially this formula was found, people finally realized, that's the main reason why we cannot break that upper bound. Because no matter how hard you do to improve the local speed up, this upper bound, you can never hit it. Yeah. All right, so that's the part of C, part of C.3. Next part, our last part of the video today, I want to do 2 examples using Speedup formula. 2 examples. All right, so let me finish here first.